What's going on, guys? You got Kicks89 here, back with another video exclusively for you guys. Today we have got a shoe that Nas cannot move on from, and he has had high praises for this shoe. I have a video on it, I think in late 2022 to 2023. I reviewed the black cement pair and the all-white pair that I ultimately sold to Mims. Today we have got another fantastic come up on the 2024 edition, or I don't want to say retro because obviously it's not a retro, but it's just a re-release or a reproduction or just the 2024 release of the Why Not 0.3. This is from JPO, Joe Premium Outlets, and I got this because Nas said that he wanted a pair that was just about 200 ringgit, so found this for just about 200 ringgit from the last pair, last sizes, wall at the back. And I just want to say that this is an amazing shoe, an amazing performer. There has to be a reason why Nas loves this shoe so much. He has this thing where he doesn't like Achilles pressure so much, but it can't be so tense that he can't be able to have like proper gait cycles and whatsoever. So instead of like pairs like LeBron, so that's why he went for something that is like still semi-low cut, but enough protection for his ankles and enough he's a weird guy basically, but this shoe is one that ticks all of the boxes for him. This is the Why Not 0.3, re-released in 2024. I don't have the facts and figures in front of me when it's first released, but this is obviously Russel Westbrook's third pro model, third signature shoe on Jordan brand, and it is one hell of a performer, and I could just say that because Nas bought me the white pair. So this is like this sand army inspired colorway of the shoe. It has very intrinsic art brat all over the shoe. Like the panelings do not add up to me, but I know that there's like a fused material right here to protect the seams. There's this support layer of synthetic suede right over there that you see perforated over there, but everything else from that part backwards is just a simple mesh, or like a foam backed mesh, which is structurally supposed to provide the coverings that you need from this side to the back. And then obviously at this back you have this heel counter area with the suede, and it has an internal heel counter which is sort of stiff, but not too stiff obviously. But going over to this side is the same thing that you get on the medial side. But the main feature of the support and whatever that helps out with this shoe is the TPU panel right here. Nas broke his after 1 year because he's an aggressive guy, but if this was a slightly more sturdier material, then you would have a lot of pressure on this when you actually like really tighten it up for when you're lacing up. But this is a pliable material, semi-translucent as you can see, but it just provides enough protection, because like what Nas says, this part really helps with the midfoot containment, obviously in addition to the laces when you tie it all up all the way. Nas ties his all up all the way until the inner booty part, which is what we'll talk about. But this just has a traditional lace-up system. The laces are hidden in between. You have this I want to say it's like similar to the Jordan 9, Jordan 10s punya quick lacing system, where you pull up and then everything just cinches up right away, keeping you down in the footbed. But so that's one part. And then on the inside you have this inner booty section of the shoe, which is like an independent floating area, and if you lace up all the way there, you get maximum containment and your heel really gets drawn into that heel portion of the shoe, and it keeps you locked in. On the inside you have this Russel Westbrook thingy, logo thingy. The insole is I believe I said this last time, it is still ortholite, the blue type. I don't want to pull it out because I don't want to ruin Nas's shoe, but on the inside it's kind of like this green coloring with the black Jumpman stamped into the heel right over there. Let's go over to the midsole, which is basically, I think this is just basic Cushlon. I don't want to say it's Cushlon, it's probably EVA, or at least compression molded EVA, because this does feel very squishy, very comfortable. The underfoot ride is extremely comfortable. springy enough, obviously, where I think myself and Naz also having this articulated zoom in the forefoot, which I'll talk about later, is enough, coupled with these foam of the shoe to kind of provide adequate an adequate springy first step, so to speak. So that EVA midsole, that compression EVA midsole, coupled with this articulated zoom air in the forefoot, I think I know why Naz like this shoe so much, because it's articulated exactly like the 20. Sorry, no, this is articulated much like the 29. The 28 actually had a line down the middle, which doesn't really make sense, but when you have a zoom bag this big, articulating it this way, having 3 sections, provides like a much more natural motion, because a zoom bag on its own is very stiff, and especially if you're not a really heavy guy, you can kind of find yourself like fighting through that gait cycle. So having this kind of like sort of is much more of a natural motion. There's nothing in the back, obviously. You only have the zoom, sorry, not the zoom, you only have the Phylon midsole, and the other support that comes with this strap is this TPU shank that you have, plastic shank, Jordan logo there, Westbrook logo right over there, and at the bottom it's kind of like articulated in a way, or cut in a way, which doesn't really interfere with too much stiffness, but it's just enough protection where your feet don't bow down. Obviously, that's the reason why you have that TPU shank right over there. The sole is made out of XDR, the XDR tag. I believe this is exclusive for Asia. Most Asian Jordans are XDR, which also means that this may be a PF. It is a performance fit, so that means it's for wider feet for Asians. Yeah, basically built for Asians, big feet, right? So that's basically it. This is the bottom, the cutout part there. Obviously does not hamper anything. I've used it and I don't think it bothers with anything whatsoever. Who lands there? Basically, you really don't need much rubber there anyway. But that's basically the Westbrook 3. Why not 0.3? Why not 03 PF XDR? There's a lot that's a mouthful, but that's basically it. This is Naz's pair. I just wanted to show this and make a video diary before he destroys this pair. Naz wears out every single one of his pairs. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.